If you're new here, this is the section of the show called Between the Couch Cushions. Where we delve into our memories of great media, either video games, music, movies, and books that are 20 plus years old. Hopefully, you guys can go and check some of these things out and enjoy something that's not in the same vein as all the slop that's being produced today.
Yes.
At least until we're able to produce something good for you to watch besides this.
Yeah, hopefully this year.
Yeah.
Yes, mine is
We're both going with a GameCube.
a GameCube game.
Yeah.
Mine is Star Fox Adventures. All right, this game is slow. Okay, there's entire sequences where you're just on a ladder, and it's just dunk 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 like that. All right, but longer. He's just climbing a ladder.
Thanks for not doing the whole thing.
You're welcome. Dunk 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 dunk. So it's just good. It's just, but it's slow. It looks amazing. It was back when like Halo, the first Halo came out, and those blues and greens were so rich.
Yeah.
And it was like everything was like a
vibrant,
blue,
huge.
Yes. And so there's no like huge landscapes, right? All the levels are really contained.
tight?
Yeah,
Okay.
they're really tight. But all the colors are really amazing, and the lighting, it's pre-dynamic lighting in video games, so all the lighting is done by hand. So there was an artist.
snap.
Yeah, but that's how all games used to be.
Yeah.
Like an artist decided, no, the light needs to be here
Okay.
for it to look good. Whereas now it's all automated,
Gotcha.
right? They put a light source
Right. This
in
is where
the
the lights,
room,
and then it would
and
fill
the game
room with.
generates, based on whatever. So the lighting, I mean, I think that there are times where that can be beautiful. I think the lighting in Hunt Showdown is amazing. It's a great example, but Crytek is like, that's not, you can't, they're in their own lane. You cannot take like the normal gaming world today and be like, oh yeah, Crytek does it well. You're like, all right, well that's not, Crytek is not a gaming company. That's an art studio. Like that's,
Okay,
they're
gotcha.
phenomenal. They did Crysis. They made
Next
Crysis
level.
games.
Next level.
Yes.
I never played it. I know of
Yeah.
it.
Okay. The Crysis games are out of this world, bro. But
Okay.
anyways, Star Fox.
Artists with a gaming license.
Yeah, artists with the combat is really slow, and it's just slow. So it's the opposite of today, which I think in many respects, a lot of the games today that like know how to speed up the pacing. That's fine. That's great. I think that's cool. Keeps you, it's a video game. It's supposed to. Why am I sitting here watching? I don't have all the time in the world. I have a job. I need to let's get this game moving.
Okay.
But if you go into like a game like Star Fox knowing I'm doing this to basically meditate,
Okay.
then it's a different, I'm
Different
doing this to
mindset
sit
for that
here
game.
and look at these colors and get a little frustrated, and it's hard and like, so it's a good game. I don't remember the story at all. I have no idea if it's good, but I remember being little. I remember being like, however, I was just young. I remember being like 5 or 6 or however old I was, and watching people play it and playing it myself and being like, wow, it looks so cool. Like all the crystals and the like, there's an area, one area in my mind stands out very explicitly as being very like blue and green, and there's like a baby dinosaur, there's crystals, a pool of water, ancient statue, just moss everywhere. Very sick. The lighting is so well done. So that's my rec. Star Fox, you're probably not going to beat it. You're going to play it for a second. You can find it for free, like on some ROM, whatever. You play it for an hour or two, you'll get it. You'll be like, okay, this is cool. I like this. This is fun. And then as soon as you get bored, you can turn it off. I don't think it's like one of those things you have to like.
You've got to play the entire thing.
Yeah, this is part of the canon in video gaming. You have to know how it ends. Like you can just play it until you get bored, turn it off, never play it again. I think it's a
Go and
great,
experience it.
Yeah.
All right. My recommendation is Metroid Prime. Which
We're talking.
The Metroid series is pretty well known, so I
Yep.
probably don't have. Do they have anything
No,
recent?
I would at least explain what it is.
Okay, Metroid Prime, it spanned multiple platforms. There's Game Boy, there's handheld stuff, and there's console stuff for Nintendo. The main character that you play as is named Samus Aran, and she is like a fully encased battle suit. One arm is a giant cannon, which transforms as well to like fire missile. There's like a missile mode and like your regular energy mode, which you can also power up. I guess she's probably most well known to our audiences now from being in Super Smash Brothers. You'll know who Samus Aran is. But this is like a full adventure game. If you play Metroid games on the handheld, it's all platform stuff. It's side-scrolling platform stuff. This, I think, is much more artistic. The music is phenomenal, like almost cinematic.
Insane.
Yeah. Here, the intro music.
Yeah,
just to
hit 'em
give you
with
guys a sample. I pulled up the intro to Metroid Prime.
Put it up. Oh! Bro.
So at the beginning of this game,
I will say, dude, get in some sort of like get in like a old Saab like wagon or something.
Yeah.
Late night on the highway, light a cigarette, turn that on. Woo! That's an evening. That's an evening right there.
In this game, Samus Aran receives a distress signal to this planet.
Are you going to tell the whole story right now?
I'm going to try to just set it up.
Okay.
Basically, you respond to this ship. Mm-hmm. You discover that it's her nemesis are a race called the Space Pirates. And they run like horrible experiments on natural creatures. And there's an element that they use to basically mutate them, like some sort of nuclear stuff. And I'm blanking on the name now.
I don't remember either.
It's going to bug me now. Anyway, so you have to fight all the creatures that they make and the modifications they do on themselves. So there's different kinds of space pirates that you fight. You're going through like their old ship that's obviously wrecked from something that they created that went wrong. So it's a lab.
Yeah.
It's a lab ship that you're crawling through and discovering like injured space pirates along the way. So they do a really good job of leading you up to and making you anticipate and fear whatever is coming.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, you come here and you fight this creature who appears out of nowhere. It's like there's signs, and you can also scan stuff along the way, read their data logs, and figure out what's been going on with them.
Yes.
You're like looking over their research as you go along. Things are jumping out at you. Panels are falling off the ship. At the end of that, you basically have to go down. You're in some sort of explosion. Your power suit loses like all of its abilities, basically, except for the basic energy beam.
Yeah.
So you have to go down to the planet after that and recollect and build your suit back up. There's different sections of the planet. There's like a jungle section and like an ice section, and underground like a lava section, and you upgrade your suit as you go. Also, the main villain is Ridley, who's like this dragon-like creature, and you get glimpses of him here and there. It's almost like a suspense movie, a thriller movie.
Did you just tell us what the beast is that they made?
He transcends multiple games.
Oh, okay.
Ridley is like Bowser to Mario.
Okay.
It's like Samus fights Ridley.
Okay.
The space pirates are like what you battle through to get to Ridley, more or less.
Okay.
Ridley's not a friend of the space pirates, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
Anyway, but you get hints as to what you're working up to throughout the whole game, and it's just beautiful scenery.
Yeah.
Really cool. There's kind of puzzles along the way, areas you can't access unless you upgrade your suit to a certain way. Really nifty. Very exciting to get a new upgrade to your suit.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's it. Metroid Prime. Check out. They made a Metroid Prime 2, which was more or less the same game, but with like a dark and light energy. I didn't like it as much. Metroid Prime was much more beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
So I would go with the original, but Metroid Prime 2 was good as well.
Yeah.
And I'm sure an upgrade to the graphics in some ways.
Sick.
Anyway.